MPPs are heading back to Queen's Park this morning after a lengthy 10-week break.
CP24's Kayla Williams has reserved her ringside seat at the legislature and joins us live from inside Queen's Park this morning. So we saw some cleaners there, but I'm assuming it's still pretty quiet before the action starts in about an hour, Kayla?
Yeah, that is correct. So still a bit quiet here. We are expecting, of course, many MPPs, of course, the Premier to be here. As you noted, quite the lengthy break over the last 10 weeks. And so now today, finally, legislature will be sitting here once again at Queen's Park. And so there's a number of things that are certainly going to be on the agenda. Primarily, we'll be keeping an eye on the repealing of Bill 124. Now, of course, the Ford government has promised to repeal the bill, which was a 2019 law that capped salary increases for public sector workers to 1% a year for 3 years. For many years, opposition critics and labor advocates were calling to repeal the law, blaming it for nursing shortages. And the repeal only comes after 2 levels of court found the law unconstitutional. Now, also today, we'll see the government will be undoing the dissolution of Peel Region as announced back in December. Now, this is set to do so through a section of the Get It Done Act, which will amend the Peel dissolution law that legislation had passed back in June. Now, speaking of the Get It Done Act, this was announced last week that it would require any future government to put any new provincial carbon pricing system to a referendum. Now, this has been criticized by opposition politicians as performative political games as well as a smokescreen. But another already announced piece of the Get It Done Act would ban new tolls on provincial highways. Now, the Ford government has already said that they have no intention of introducing new tolls in the province, as they've already removed tolls from highways 412 as well as 418. So in addition to that, we're also expecting to hear from the College and Universities Minister today to touch on the current cuts that many post-secondary schools have been dealing with for the last little while as well. And we know that Green Party leader Mike Schreiner, as well as Bonnie Crombie, the Liberal leader, they are expected to have press conferences before legislation sits. So, of course, we'll keep a close eye on that, and we will bring that to you live here on CP24. Nick, I'll hand it back over to you.
Okay, thanks so much. That is Kayla Williams live at Queen's Park this morning.